why are there so few gay sportsmen? Okay, and is it then professional suicide to come out as a gay sportsman thereafter? Because the reason I say that is Justin Fashanu.
Justin or John?
Justin Fashanu. It was John Fashanu and Justin Fashanu.
John was
brothers.
the Wimbledon player, right?
But Justin was the one that came out as gay.
Right,
and Justin Fashanu came out as gay and subsequently, a short time after, committed suicide from what I've found out. Well, the taunts, etc., and the fact that people didn't want to play, and this was quite a few years ago. You're going back over something like 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago. So this was when there weren't gay sportsmen. So I'm saying,
well, I don't think
why aren't there? What you know, there must be more gay sportsmen out there.
Well, I think you're right. It's not a case that there aren't gay sportsmen. They're there. It's just I think you've just given a perfect example as to why they don't come out so much. I mean,
the Gareth Thomas throws that out the window because he came out prior going from rugby union to rugby league to be a dual international again. So he played union, played in a World Cup, yeah, came out. Then went to league, which I think is a bit of more harder man's kind of game. Yeah. Okay. And then became an international there. So it didn't stop him.
Let me put it to you this way: there is also we're talking league, okay? I can use the same example. Ian Roberts is an Australian league player, brilliant player, did really well. After he quit, he came out as being gay.
Why after he quit?
And he said he didn't come out while he was playing because he just knew the attitudes of his teammates and other people.
What
that he was
attitudes are
playing
they? Because
they were negative attitudes.
You're a team sport player. Yeah,
I'm not a team sport player. He had fears that the people wouldn't want to play with him.
Okay, so you're a team sport player.
Yeah, I am.
And you.
Yeah, I'm off to a football game after this.
Yeah, exactly. Now, one of your teammates says to you, Bruno, I've got something to tell you. I'm gay. Is that going to affect the way you relate to him?
No, but that's me as a person. I have no problems with I don't care whether he's gay or straight. The fact is he a good player? Is he? Am I enjoying playing with him as a teammate?
So then why? I think there's a misconception here. It's one as your question you put to Bruno, if I'm not gay, but if I'm in a team sport and I come across a person who's gay, right? Two things. There's me, like Bruno, doesn't worry me, right? But then there are others, right, who might say, I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know whether I feel uncomfortable playing with a gay person.
Why?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a misconception because they think.
Okay, one of you play the devil's advocate.
No, but I think, but this is
what I'm trying to say.
No, I think the fact is that first of all, we talked about sports. The names you mentioned, they're all hardcore, heavy, strong, physical games, sports, right? Now, you don't assume. People have this assumption that gay people don't play rough and tough games. But
that's why I brought a Gareth Thomas in there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Because he's built like a tank.
Exactly,
and he's rough and ready.
If you said
some of those boys are going to like that.
No, it's like saying, which I don't say, but I'm just as an example. It's like saying, gay people should be playing netball. You know what I'm saying? I think some people say, gay people. The assumption or the thing they have about gay people.
But what are they scared of?
Look, wait.
What happens is
Ben is just beating around the bush. He's not hitting it. He's not coming straight out and saying it.
Right.
And what?
That's it. Play the advocate.
I'm not beating around the bush.
Well,
what I'm trying to say is, I'll give you an example. If I'm playing in a team sport, for example, right, and I'm okay with it, right? That's fine. Nothing to do with me. But somebody else might come and say, forget the game. I don't think I'll have a shower today.
Now we're getting down to it.
Yeah, okay. This is where we're getting at. It's the misconception.
That's what I said.
It's the homophobia. Exactly. Homophobia is exactly what it is.
Okay? Now we're opening up the doors and.
No, but I mean, this is what he spent the last 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Pussyfooting around.
5 minutes.
But basically that's what it comes down to. It's homophobia that people are uneducated. People don't have a clue about what it's like.
Look,
because it's
not the case.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not the case of being uneducated. It's the case of being. you've got to
It's a
treat that
misconception.
person. Yeah, you've got to treat that person as a normal human being, regardless of where if he's gay or if he's not.
Yes, I mean,
Right?
we understand that.
But what I'm trying to say is,
what you've done, you've stepped straight into the point, which is was the major discussion and topic really was the fear of being in the shower with the gay guy.
Yes,
Exactly.
Because
yes.
I mean, that's what it is. That's what most of these guys are afraid of. It's like, well, you've got to say to yourself.
Well, let me ask you a
if
question.
I-
Let me ask you a question. All right, and it's got nothing to do with sports. But you were a professional dancer back in the day.
Back in the day,
All
yes.
right. Did you have that fear? Because I mean, and I know people might think this is a generalization, but you would agree with me that probably between 60 to 75% of men that you were dancing with were gay, right?
Yeah.
So did you have that issue? Let me ask you that.
Okay. You put me in the step.
you brought the question.
You brought it up.
Okay,
know.
I grew up in a rough and tumble neighbourhood in West London, yeah, council estate, you know what I mean? And then I went to performing arts school, and there were gay guys there. I'd never ever come across a gay man previously, apart from seeing him on television or across the road. That was it. I'd never. And then suddenly you were in this, and you instantly thought, God, they must fancy me. I can't. And I did exactly what you did. I didn't shower after class. I'd go home and I was just top of the homophobic list. And then I realised that one of the guys, what makes you think I fancy you? what makes you think that? And I was, what, don't you just fancy any bloke? And, and he says, would you just fancy any girl? I said, well, no, that's different. He goes,
Well, how
Really?
is it?
Different.
really?
Yeah,
And
really.
I was like, oh, yeah. And the penny dropped.
Right.
And
I think that's the point.
It took and I think that's what that's why there are not a lot of gay sportsmen out there, or who come out, because they know that other men are going to have that phobia, and because they are in the minority within that group, it's best to step back. You know, when the little gay joke, because suddenly people will not tell the little jokes like, oh, look at that guy. They were, Bruno's over there, but they're not saying anything. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So they'll keep it on the down low. They won't come out, and people won't, they'll take themselves away from the conversation when the gay jokes start. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is, they're the same team member that you originally played with. The same guy that scored them goals, yeah? I mean, come on, we look at the Premier League, the way them boys get on, they run, they hug each other.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Wait.
Most of the Aussies that I've heard say, when we say you play football, it's a sissies game. All hugging and cuddling and kissing and falling on the floor. What kind of game is that? I said, well, hey, listen.
It's the world game.
That's the world game. What are you talking about?
No, but
that doesn't mean... Hold
see-
on. That just because they're hugging and doesn't mean they're gay. Just because you Aussies come across sports
Wait.
people.
Oh, no, but-
Let's be honest here. I mean, we watch rugby.
Rugby league,
right?
rugby
We
union.
watch rugby on TV.
I
Have you
think
not
it's the
seen?
fair-
Have you not seen rugby players hug each other when they score tries? Hello.
No. But
It
what I'm
happens
saying
all the
to you- What
time.
I'm saying to you is, I think there is that.
Anyway, that's
inherent
another
fear.
topic
There's that
altogether.
inherent
but-
fear of.
Sorry, fellas.
Of men.
Looks
Yeah,
like
the
time.
bell's up.
The bell's done.
You go first.
Right, what do I
What
think?
is your wrap up?
My wrap up? I think that, yes, they are being held back. They would love to come out, but I think they have that fear that they might be criticized, probably not, ostracized. And like you said, Justin Fashion, who put up with it, and he couldn't, and then, it went on the deep end. I think it's the normal people. When I say the normal,
The straight people.
the straight people should accept the fact that's them. Take it as face value. Don't treat them any different. Treat them as human beings, and that's all they are. And I think that's the projection that the homosexuals or the gays, they need to be accepted as normal people. I don't think they want any more or anything less. I think it's just the straight people. We're the ones.
Their fears.
I think it's fair to say that it's just there's a lot of people out there that are misinformed, miseducated, don't really understand the whole situation, and so like you said, there's a lot of men out there who probably assume, oh, he's gay, so he's obviously going to be checking me out and he's into me. when most of the time they're probably going to go, "What makes you think I fancy you?" you know, you ain't my type. So that kind. So look, yes, I think there's a place for gay sportsmen, because it's not about whether you're gay or straight. It's about how talented you are as a sportsman. So it's a shame that they feel that there's that fear of not wanting to come out. But I think the more and more people like these guys that start doing it, I think it's becoming a lot more accepted. I mean, a lot more. The guys are becoming a lot more
I'll
aware.
put the bell on you there because
understanding.
we got to get going.
Yeah, sorry. But yes, I think there is a place for gay sportsmen, definitely.
JT?
I think there's just a place for good sportsmen. Doesn't matter what your sexuality is. There's just a place for good sportsmen, and I think that's what we as a society have got to realise. You know, what you do in your personal life really isn't anything to do with what you do in your sporting life. So I think more sportsmen need to come out, and then once more sportsmen come out, it will be deemed as less, well, that's different, and people will get to know, because I can assure you, when I first started performing art school, I thought every gay guy fancied me. And I was extremely afraid. And then when I got to performing art school, honestly, I was. It was like, and then it's just, you know, when they just say, well, look, come on. Do you really think I fancy you? Do you think you're that good looking? And you start to say to yourself, yeah, oh, God, yeah, well...
Well, what's wrong with thee? That's when you start questioning, why wouldn't you fancy?
Well, yeah, exactly. Why don't you? Do you know what I mean? So